Hi everyone, it's Wendy. I've been trying to clear some old files, some old bits and bobs and papers, and this is what I've been making. Little notebooks. Now I do like to give these out at Christmas, or I try and sell some to raise money for charity. But I was watching a video on YouTube last week, and it was Natasha from Treasure Books. I think it was one of her older videos, and she very often puts beads on her spine. So I thought I would have a go. I've never actually done it this way before, and I really like the way these have turned out. So I'm just going to make one with you. Now I do, these narrower ones are made using my offcuts. When I'm cutting inserts for my cards, I end up with pieces of paper about 3 inches wide, like this. So I make them into little notebooks. And these I've put little pockets in as well, put a couple of journaling cards in there and one at the back with some little tags. So I'm going to put these into little cellophane bags and try and sell them at some of my groups. These are bigger ones. These are made with half of an A4 sheet of paper, and I've put a pocket in there and one at the back as well with some tags. Now I've got a drawer at the side of me, and I've got lots of files in it with parts of kits. This is one by Fabi Art Studio. So I'm trying to use all these bits of kits up and get things, clear the decks. I'm fed up with the mess. I've got a trolley at the side of me with bits of papers and stuff in. So I'm trying to get all the bits used up. And this is a great way of using your bits of ephemera as well. But I'm really like the way these are looking. And this one I've put a little bulb pin with a little dangle. So let's get on with it. Now I use A4 paper, just normal 80 GSM papers, and I cut them in half lengthways. Now these A4, because I'm in Spain but I used UK sizes, are 8 1/4 inches. So I've cut them in half at 4 1/8 inch. And I used 10 sheets of paper, so I put them both together, so I've got 20 pieces. So in total I've got 40 pages. Now I'm not bothering trimming the edges off to get them all straight. I'm not bothered about that. And I've used a piece of card. This is just single-sided, and I've cut this at 4 3/8 of an inch just to give me a little gap at each side. And I've cut it just a little bit longer than the paper, because the paper measures about just over 5 3/4 inches. So I've cut it a little bit longer, but not much, just a fraction of an inch, because we're going to attach those with a hinge, sort of like that. So I'm going to get on with that, and I like to just make the front of it a bit decorative. So I just trim with some shaped scissors just to put an edge on it. Now I'm using collal glue, and I'm going to just put glue on when it comes out. This is the back, and I'm just going to lay my paper down at the top. Then I know how far to, because I want this to just come about 1/4 of an inch below the paper and leave enough to sew and just get the edges even. So that should be, just going to alter it a fraction. I'd rather have it too long than too short. So that's glued on there, and then the front will go like so. So I'm just putting glue on this piece. I'm just going to smush it around with my finger just to get it up to the edge. Now I'm just lining that up and then putting that down like so. Make sure it's all even. If your edges are a little out, don't worry, you can always trim it with your scissors. Like this is just a fraction of an inch out there. I'll just trim it down like so. In fact, I think that back is just a fraction out at the top, so I'll just trim the whole lot down. Okay, so that's all glued on. Now I've got my signature. Now I'm just going to put it on a bulldog clip onto my hinge, or cover rather. Just line it up so you've just got about 1/8 of an inch at each side, and hold it in. Now I'm just poking a hole, 2 holes with my pokey tool, and I'm putting them about 1 centimetre from the end, maybe 1.5 centimetres from the edge. It takes a little bit of pushing because you're going through quite a few sheets of paper. Now I've got one of these beading needles. Natasha had these, she found them in a thrift shop, and they're very, very fine wire that splits. I don't know if you can see it. Let's put it against something dark. You just see how that splits open. And because I'm not pushing it through hard, if you know what I mean, I'm not, if it was a very small hole I'd have to tug the needle through, I wouldn't use this beading needle. But I'm going to need it to put my beads onto the twine. This is wax twine, by the way. I got it on Amazon. I think it was about 9 or 10 euros for this roll. Now I've got some beads. These are little gold beads I picked up this morning. Ooh, didn't need that many, but never mind. Now I'm going to try putting on about, let's try about 7 or 8. And bear with me because it is quite fiddly. 1, ooh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and it just pulls the thread through the beads, makes it so much easier. Now I'm going to put a bigger bead on, then I'm going to put some more. Now I'll put 2 on and then put some more smaller ones. Once you get part way across, you can sort of gauge how much room you're going to have. So I'm going to put some more small ones on. Let's try 4. It's a bit of a guessing game as to how many beads you need, and obviously depending what size the beads are. So that's 7, 2 big ones, 4 small ones. So if I'm just guessing now, I'm about halfway across. So if I put 4 more small... Okay, I didn't realise that the camera had cut out part way through the beading. So I've just made another one now because that's the one I finished, and I didn't realise until I'd went to switch the camera off that it had stopped filming part way through. So I've just done the beading again on this second one, and I'm just trying to get the needle back through. So I'm just going to take this beading needle off the twine and put on a normal needle, because it might be a little bit tight getting through here, and I don't want to break my beading needle. Like so. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And now I'm just going to take the needle off and tie this in a nice tight knot. Just have to hold this while I tie it. In fact, that was the wrong way. For some reason, the phone keeps stopping partway through filming, so I think that last clip just finished when I'd was tying the signature in. So I'm not going to make any more at the moment, but I'll just show you what I've done. I cut a pocket. This was from my stash. It was a piece, like a triangle pocket. So I just cut it in half and I put a piece there and a piece on the back cover, like so that there's a pocket for little extras, like so. And this one, there was 2 pockets in the stash that were, you know, pre-made pockets from a kit. So that's what I... Okay, sorry about that. I've been having terrible trouble with the storage on my phone. I think I'm sorted now, but I'll just show you, because the video cut out again, I'll just show you where we've ended up. There's 2 notebooks, the same, well, practically the same style. So I've made a pocket in this one, just put some little journal tags, journal cards and tags in, and on the back page, back in a cover. And that was 1 pocket from a kit, those 2 pieces. Just cut them down to make 2 pockets. And in this one, there is a pocket from a kit. I'm not sure whose it was, but that's the front. So when you flip it open, I wanted something here that didn't have an image that would be upside down. So it just like got some flowers on and lace. So I've stuck a quote and a word on and put them the right way so that you can read those the right way, like so. And on the back cover, just another one, beautiful blue tit or a great tit, I'm not sure, and some journal cards and tags that just slot into there. So I thought I'd just quickly flip that on, and then it finishes the film properly. Okay, so I'd love you to be a subscriber, and these will be going in some extras with the journals that I have for sale over on my Ko-fi shop. Just remember that it all goes to charity after the postage costs. I don't keep anything for myself. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.